Regrets, wishing we could have done things differently, can stick with many people all the way to their final days.
KAMR Local 4's Jason Britch spoke with a local therapist and hospice workers on the common regrets people have and how you can deal with them before it's too late.
Trent Tenero serves as the spiritual care team leader at BSA Hospice of the Southwest, and a big part of his job includes sitting down and talking with people who are in the final moments of their life. And a topic that comes up is regrets.
We don't really solve the issue. We want to listen to them where they're at, and if they ask us for particular solutions or answers, we'll share those things. But mostly it's asking questions, getting them to talk about it and think about it, and usually that kind of helps.
And so what are the most common regrets that Tenero encounters?
They regret not spending more time with their family, or they regret not doing things differently than they did. And it's strange that it's hardly ever with the career or the job. It's always with family, or of course, in my position, I hear conversations about God and his regrets of being a better Christian or a better this or that.
Regret is an emotion that we feel over past behaviors. I often educate clients on regret isn't always a bad thing.
Kristen Barrick, a licensed therapist here in Amarillo, says regret can actually be a healthy negative emotion.
We don't want to see guilt and shame, but regret is something that can lead us to positive changes. Guilt and shame lead us to beat ourselves up. Regret leads us to want to make a difference, maybe go back and fix something we did wrong.
Regrets, Barrick says, can also be a positive because
even if you're at the end of your life, you're still there. You still have time. It's not too late to make the phone call or to make the amends with somebody.
in dealing with those in their final moments, Tenero shares the advice that he's learned from them.
Spend more time with family. Stop and take an inventory of your life, perhaps at any point in your life. 15 years old, 20 years old, 30 years old, 60, 70, 80. Pause once in a while and, what are you doing with the people around you, with family, those you love?
In Amarillo, Jason Britch, KAMR Local 4 News.
Barrick and Tenaro have plenty of more advice for people looking to live life regret-free.
We've provided their tips for you over on our website, myhighplains.com.